The former squatter Donald Trump has held several Klan rallies since the January 6th Capitol insurrection. His Klan rally in Iowa on Saturday was the most alarming by far. Um, as we look at Trump's post squattancy events, you wouldn't find the state's leading GOP officials attending en masse basically. In fact, at a Klan rally in Georgia last month, Trump had railed against the state's Republican leaders for refusing to assist him in illegally overturning the 2020 election. But Trump had even told the crowd that he preferred potential Democratic challenger Stacey Abrams as a governor over his fellow Republican who's currently in office, the Georgia Governor Brian Kemp. Saturday's Klan rally in Iowa, though, was different. This one was attended by longtime Iowa U.S. Senator Chuck Grassley, Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds, Iowa Representatives Marionette Miller Meeks, and Ashley Hinson, and other mainstream media and the mainstream Republican officials, basically. Some of these very same people who just 9 months ago were slamming Trump for his role in the Capitol insurrection were now only too happy to be seen supporting him. And this is fucking politics at its goddamn works. And at its most dangerous for our democracy. The most hypocritical of the bunch is Senator Grassley, who on January 6th was escorted by his security detail to a secure location to protect him from the pro-Trump mob that had laid siege on the Capitol. Grassley had voted to certify the 2020 election, and he made a veiled reference to Trump in his statement, noting that the lawsuits filed after the election had failed, and that politicians in Washington should not second guess the courts once they have ruled. But in February, however, after Trump's impeachment trial for allegedly inciting the January 6th insurrection, the allegations which Trump has denied because he did incite it, though, Grassley was even more direct with his criticism. He said in a statement that the former squatter Trump continued to argue that the election had been stolen, even though the courts said that there wasn't anything to back up Trump's claim, and they belittled and harassed elected officials across the country to get his way. Grassley added that Trump encouraged his own loyal vice squatter Mike Pence to take extraordinary and unconstitutional actions during the Electoral College count. Grassley continued bluntly that there's no doubt in my mind that the squatter Trump's language was extreme, aggressive, and irresponsible, sharing his view that all involved in the attack, including Trump, must take responsibility for the destructive actions that day, but we know Trump is never going to take action. He's never going to take responsibility for any shit that he does anyway. Now flash forward to Saturday, and there was Grassley beaming as Trump offered a complete and total endorsement of for re-election for the 88-year-old senator. Grassley responded, "If I didn't accept the endorsement of a person that's got 91% of the Republican voters in Iowa, I wouldn't be too smart. Well, you guys are fucking dumb, so yeah." To Grassley, it was smart to accept the endorsement of the man who spent Saturday's Klan rally spouting the same bullshit that led to the January 6th insurrection that caused Grassley to hide in fear. Trump's litany of dangerous election lies at his Iowa Klan rally had ranged from irresponsible claims that he won Wisconsin by a lot, which he didn't, to lying that the result to lying that the results of the recently released Arizona audit supported his false claim that he actually won the state, which he didn't. Trump lost that state 3 times. He even declared that first of all that Biden did get elected. Okay, yeah, he did. The crowd responded to Trump's buffet of lies by chanting that Trump won, which in reality Trump fucking lost, and Trump's fat ass needs to fucking get over it. But Grassley wasn't alone in his duplicity. Also attending the Klan rally was the GOP representative Ashley Hinson, who had released a statement on January 13th about the Capitol attack, saying, "I believe that the squatter bears responsibility, and that is why I urged them personally to call up those who were rallying storming the Capitol last week." Yeah, bullshit. Yet her view of Trump's role in the January 6th act of domestic terrorism, as the FBI has classified it, did not stop Hinson from attending Saturday's Klan rally. Nor did the fact that just days earlier the Senate had released a 400-page report titled "Subverting Justice" about Trump's efforts to utilize the Department of Justice to help him illegally overturn the 2020 election. But in fact, none of Iowa's elected GOP officials who attended the Klan rally appeared to be concerned that Trump had asked the Justice Department 9 times to undermine the election results in what appears to be some attempted coup. You don't need to be a historian to recognize the danger in a political party showing the blind loyalty to one person. But these GOP elected officials just several months ago rightly criticized Trump and his role in the false election claims that led to the January 6th attack, but with their presence at his Klan rally this weekend, it seems they now changed their fucking tune. Perhaps now that they agree with Trump's lies, but it's more likely that their flip-flop comes from recent polls showing that 91% of the Republicans in Iowa view Trump favorably, which is pathetic, but also more than likely because they're inbred. That not wanting to face the wrath of Trump like Georgia Governor Kemp, Wyoming Representative Liz Cheney, and other Republicans have dared to speak truthfully about the election. But who knows what Trump and what Trump win will be the next litmus test for anyone remaining in his good graces. Even when Grassley, Iowa's longest-serving U.S. senator, thinks it's smart politics to no longer criticize Trump for his un-American attack on our democracy and instead praise him in the pursuit of an eighth term in the Senate, it's clear that the party is no longer defined by policy ideas, but by absolute sycophantic loyalty to Trump and his influence. And to put it bluntly, today's GOP is how democracies die. So if you like the video, give the video a like and subscribe to my channel RBW King, and also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when a new video comes out. And thanks for listening.